I'd really like to give my users a way to filter the records on the screen. There are a few different ways we can do this in Budibase. The easiest way is to use a filter component. So I'll add a new component and choose the filter component. And that has appeared down below my table. So I'm just going to drag that up using the component tree to above the table. And you'll see it's telling me that there's an error with the setup of this component. So what we need to do to set this up is choose the target component. So which component do we want to apply this filter to? And of course, there's only one component on the screen, which is the table. I'll choose that. So the next thing we need to do to set this up is choose which fields that we can filter this table by. Okay, so I will choose, just check the name field and the completed field. We can apply some other settings in here as well. But if I just preview this, then we'll see that I can now filter by name. I can say the name is write the script. That should bring me back that one row. It does. And we can also choose which type of filter, so whether the name starts with or is like, so it matches any string in the cell itself. And similarly with the completed field, it gives me a different set of options because this is a Boolean field. But the filter component is a very easy way to get filters on the screen, and that will cover most of your use cases. However, sometimes you need something a little more complicated. So I will just remove my filter component. And this time what I want to do is add a text field that allows me to type in a phrase that will search multiple columns. So I want to be able to search both the name and description columns from the same input. So I'm going to go ahead and add a text field. Again, I'll put that up to the top. I'm just going to give this a name. Just call it search field. And that's displayed up at the top. And this time what I'm going to do is, from the table settings, I will choose filtering. And I'll add a new filter group. And like I mentioned, I want to filter by, first of all, name. So where the name is like, and I'm going to bind to my search field. So you can see there, I'm filtering where the name is like the value of the search field. And I'm going to add a second field. This time it's going to be description, and exactly the same process again. I'll just copy and paste that. And I'll click save. Okay, the first thing you'll notice there is that there are no rows pulled back. And that's because the search field is blank. But quite often when the search field is blank, you actually want to show all the rows in the table. So I'm going to go back into my filter settings. And there's this little setting at the bottom here. So this says return all rows or no rows when filters are empty. So I'm going to choose all rows. Hit save. And that brings back all my records. And I'll show you a few other options in here as well. So you'll notice as well, it says when any of the following filters are matched. So that basically means that we are doing name is like the search field, or the description is like the search field. If I were to choose all of, that would change that to an and between the two search conditions. I can also create two filter groups, so I can do combinations of any's and all's, or or's and and's if you like, but I will leave that as is for now. So I'll save that, and once again, preview my app. And as I type into the search field, I will search for script, and as I tab out of that, you'll see it's pulled back 2 rows and it's matched. The first row, record the video, is actually matching in the description field. And the second result there is matching on the name field. So those are the two ways that you can apply filters in Budibase. Firstly, using the filter component, which is a quick and easy way to do it, should cover most use cases. And if you need something a little more specific and a little more flexible, then you can use form inputs and hook that up to the filtering on the table or whatever component you're using. Thanks, that's all for now.